Alright, so another week where I'm not doing the video on Monday like I normally do. I'm doing it on Tuesday, the 5th. I was quite busy yesterday. Didn't really have time to uh, film it and edit it and all that. Uh, Grandma was in the hospital for the weekend. She just got home yesterday, so I was busy with that for hours on end. So then I just wanted to have relaxed time and do my usual nightly uh routine of watching YouTube and catching up and everything. So I got some time to do it now. So I'd say an average, above average week. The weekend was pretty good as well. I got, I don't know, probably about 20-ish things. So definitely a pretty good weekend slash kind of like from like Friday on. Waiting on stamps from the post office, but they've seemed to borderline have lost my order. It seems it's been kind of floating around Kansas where the stamp orders are fulfilled. And the last scan it has was the 28th, but it still says it's arriving. It's like in transit but delayed. So I ended up having to go to the store and buy 2 books of stamps to be able to get. And that was just today. I was hoping that they would have came in, Saturday or Monday. But I ended up having to run up there. I did have a little bit of stamps left that I was able to push. Anything that needed to be sent out, like today, that had to be sent out by today, I was able to send them out. Or if I couldn't, I still just marked it as shipped anyways, because I knew that it would be sent out tomorrow anyways. So, all of that out of the way, and actually the last little bit here is some like inventory stuff. So actually on this account it was kind of slow. On the other one it was on the other account it was a good one. Alright, enough of that. Let's get into the sales. Starting off with this Haverhill Fire Department, or Haverhill, Massachusetts Fire. This didn't end up selling for $5.99. A buyer sent me a message of asking if I would take $4, and as you can see I've had it around a couple months, since October. So I took it and sold it for $4 plus ship. Next, Bellwood, Illinois Fire, $5.99. Next was another one of the My Travel Tray little cup holders that I got from that Amazon returns coffins that I bought. This one sold full price, thankfully. $14.99 free ship. And these end up being about 15 ounces by the time they get packed up in a good enough box. So shipping was like $7 minus fees and all that, made like less than $5 on it. But still just a little more to chipping away at paying for that. The 2 Amazon return pallets, which I don't think I'm definitely never getting my money back out of that. That's they were not worth the $2.50 a piece plus tax. So that's a story for another day. Next, this Shuate, Massachusetts Fire, sold out on offer $5.39. Wee Township Fire Rescue sold for $5.99. Next, Fredericksburg, Virginia Fire, $7.99. Lancaster, Massachusetts Fire, $6.99. North Providence, Rhode Island Police, $6.99. Jefferson County Fire Rescue, $6.99. Pennsylvania Capitol Police. As you can see, I had 3 of them finally sold out. Just sold one for $5.99. Sold this little wired doorbell power supply. It's for Ring and Nest's doorbells. It's a 26-foot little power supply with these little wire, whatever you call those. This sold out on offer $14.39. This also came from the pallet, or I call it the pallet, the Amazon return coffin boxes. So I still made a couple bucks on this, and actually I might pull up the little sheet for the pallet so I can show you how much I've made back. Got this next. We got this little FDNY hat patch. Sold out on offer $4.49. Carolina Wilderness EMS externship sold for $5.99. Galtenberg, Tennessee Fire sold for $6.99. It actually went to Galtenberg. Next, Excelsior Springs, Missouri Fire. This sold out on offer for $5.09, and it took the buyer a couple days to pay. I was starting to kind of think they weren't going to pay, because it took them about 3 days. And then when they did end up paying for it, it was like a day later, they bought another one that I'll show you when I get to it. Next, South Haven Fire, $3.99. That was this one that he bought, this Firefighters Association of Missouri, for $4.99. He bought that one with it, and luckily I hadn't sent the other one out yet, so I was able to just put them together. Next was Owens Corning Fiberglass Delmar Plant Fire Brigade. Sold it for $9.99. Sold practically instantly. Probably should have put this to auction starting at $9.99 and see where it went from there, because there wasn't really any other comps on this fiberglass. Owens Corning fiberglass fire department kind of thing. Next was this town of Mariah, New York. Police, $8.99 on that one. And then the last thing right here was this nationally registered emergency medical technician paramedic. Nice, cool silver, that silver goldy patch. Sold that for $9.99. And then that's it for the sales on this account. So like I said, kind of slow. But also I didn't really have much inventory to list. I was kind of winding down with the last little bit. Kind of just trying to scrape together some things to list. So I ended up buying this little lot of 25 FDNY patches. Nothing really special in it, I don't think. Or there might be. There's a couple ones where I can't find comps. There's no other listings or sold that I can find. So there might be a few good things that come out of it. So I bought it for $60 plus 10 ship, which is kind of high. It really did not need to go. It really does not cost $9.50 to send 25 patches. It does not cost. It can go first class. It's not something that needed priority mail. But I also ended up buying this little lot of 25 police. And I primarily bought it for this Las Vegas Metro Homicide. I need that for my collection. This Washington, D.C. Special Ops Bomb Squad. That's pretty cool. And then the Chicago Pipes and Drums as well are the main reasons why I bought this. I decided to buy this one. So I bought that for $55 plus ship. A guy refunded me my the difference in shipping, about $10. And it came in a little priority mail box. Little priority mail small flat rate box. That's what it came in. Cool little box, I will say. Small flat rate, little like rectangle. So there's that, and then there was these two lot of 30 hat patches, very small hat patch ones, and I bought them for one specific reason right there. That Kansas Highway Patrol, that is a hard find, I will say. I do need that for the other lots that I have. Last couple, was it probably a month or two back, from the same guy, I bought a bunch of different of these little hat patch state police ones, and I was trying to put them all together to see if I could get all 50 states, and then just sell it off all as just a lot of 50 states. And there was some I ended up scrounging together 2 lots, and the one was almost complete. It was I was only missing maybe 10 out of there, and the Kansas Highway Patrol was one of them. I'm pretty sure this Arkansas State Police right here under this Tennessee one, I think that was missing as well. And then I think it's in the other one, the Missouri State Highway Patrol. That was another one that was missing. So that's why I picked up these two, just bought them right away. And they came in. But these ones also have that like mold mildew smell to them, which I hate that they have that smell to them. So one of these days I will go through and make the lots up, and I will probably like Febreze them down first before I put them away, after I take them out and do the photos of them and put them away. and maybe throw like a dryer sheet in there again, or maybe make sure I put a scented one in there to kind of get rid of the smell, because that did work with like a lot of it was a huge lot of like mostly California ones that I bought. I put a dryer sheet in there on a suggestion from my other grandmother, and they sat there for months and months and months, and it did eliminate that mildew smell to them. So that's why I picked up those two. I picked up this little lot of 14 law enforcement and fire. Came from Lockport, which is local, specifically for this Blaisdell Fire Department, EMS, ALS. That was the sole reason I bought it. I already have the armor ones and this BMHA one, so that means means nothing to me. It was that Blaisdell one in specific. Blaisdell, impossible to find. I've never seen one come up, and Blaisdell was in danger of actually closing because they didn't have enough staff. Specifically, EMS, EMTs and EMTs and paramedics. They don't have any. They practically have none. I mean, they sold their ambulance off to one of the neighboring fire departments, and they were in danger of closing. I think they were able to scrape enough members together that are in training so that they could stay open. I don't quite know what the current situation is with Blaisdell, so that's why I bought it for that one right there. This one I just picked up right before I started recording, specifically for this Buffalo Police challenge coin. It's not one I have. I have the one for the Union and I think St. Patrick's Day, but not this new Seal of Buffalo Police challenge coin. And then it comes with these other ones that I will sell off on their own. And it was 44 plus ship of about $6, also local here in Buffalo. So it should get to me in like 2 days. They came out to $8 a piece, so that's why I picked them up. Or $8, almost $9. I was also eyeing this one. Do I have it open? Yeah, I do right here. Where it's got 4 of the Buffalo Police Challenge coins and then one patch. But it's $60 plus ship. It's kind of high, and they come out to about $13 a piece. Of course, that's not really including tax, so I decided I'll hold off on these for now. And I just picked up the other ones. And then I want to show you guys these two things that I picked up from dumpster diving and trash picking. I picked up 3 of these Lithuania Lighting 300/500 watt halogen security floodlights. I found 3 of them brand new in box, but the boxes were destroyed because it had rained. It's been raining pretty much since Friday. We had a little bit of a break yesterday, but it's rained a lot, so the boxes were completely destroyed. But the lights inside I could see were new. So I got 6 results here, and then there's like, what was it, 3 solds? It might tell me something different now. 3 solds. And then this one right there, this one is what I have. So sold back in February, which is not great, but so they did $40 free ship. I think I'll list mine, and these are $19.99 plus 22 ship. So I think I'll do mine at like $34.99 free ship for the 3 of them, or that's each. So that is that. And then trash picking, I picked up this Kenmore Magic Blue canister vacuum. Where's one that's like just like it? That's pretty close right here. But as you can see, the hoses on them, the hose itself brings pretty good money. There's a couple different solds, you know, $40, $50, 40, 70. The whole vacuum itself, 90. Just a replacement attachment head, 15 plus ship. So at first I was just gonna cut the cord like I normally do with vacuums. But then I decided, it's it's one of these little canister vacuums with a nice, wand on it. I'll pick it up. I could always just throw the whole thing in shred. But then I decided to look it up real quick, and I see that it does, that it is worth money. Even if I just took a couple pieces and parted it out, because it doesn't have the handle on it. That is broke. They ghetto rigged their own with a piece of copper wire on it, and then a piece of like PVC pipe is like the handle. So they kind of just ghetto rigged it. See, that's about pretty good. look for it. And I did see one listing where it was even just parts only. It was like $30, but the shipping on it was ridiculous, like $60. Yeah, right here. This might be it, or something. One of the listings I've seen, shipping $62. What are you doing? It does not cost $62 to ship it. So that's pretty much what I have. But like I said, the handle on mine's broke. So I did plug it in. It does power on, and it does seem to have. It might have some suction. I can't really tell. It's clogged up. I have to. And pretty filthy, so I gotta unclog it and kind of clean it up. And I may end up selling it. Maybe just the canister altogether, or I may sell it all as one, and then the actual vacuum part, the long pipe, I'll have to send in a different box. So I have options there. How long am I talking? Way too long. 16 minutes. All right, so we'll kind of switch over to the other ones and try and breeze through these. So White Plains, New York, $7.99. Town of Hamburg, $6.99. This didn't go local. Shakopee, Minnesota, police sold out on offer, $5.39. Berkeley, Massachusetts, police, $6.99. Aberdeen, Maryland, police, $5.99. U.S. Capitol Police sold for $5.39. There's Collier County, Florida Sheriff's Office, Agriculture, subdued. I originally had it for auction. No one bought it. I relisted it at $8.99, and then it took like a week or two, but it ended up selling. Speaking of Blaisdell Police, for $12.99. This one I think went local. It went up to Amherst. South Carolina Highway Patrol, the U.S. Marine Corps patch. Norwegian Cruise Lines Vessel Security. This is like the little badge style one. So $15.99 plus $4 ship. I sold when I first got these and listed them. I sold right away the shoulder patch one. That sold right away, and then this one, as you can see, took a little less than a month to sell. Next, Clark County, Washington, Clark County Sheriff's in Washington. This sold out on offer, $7.19. I had 4 of them, sold the 1. Baltimore Police, $5.99. Nothing special there. New Orleans Police subdued 1, $6.99. Hopefully this doesn't. They don't ask for a return 3 months from now. And the story with that buyer, I ended up just refunding him because I sent him another message about why are you telling me 3 months later? Never got a reply. I just refunded and blocked because eBay probably will side with them because there's no tracking on it. So I just refunded and blocked. Just the cost of doing business. Broward County Sheriff's, $5.99. Puerto Rican Police, or little hat patch there for $5.99. University of New Orleans Chief of Police, little badge style, sold out on offer, $6.29. Guardian Security Agency, private security, $6.99 on that. Sold this little lot of 9 Pennsylvania Police for $20 plus $4 ship. Not a huge moneymaker on these. Just wanted to get them out of here. It was from that huge lot of 400 something patches that I didn't want to part out. I didn't really want to part out. I wanted to mostly sell them off in lots. But I have started to just piece it out. Next, Canisius College, Department of Public Safety. That's a local college in Buffalo. Sold out on offer for $6.29. Did not go local. Pasalides Interstate Parkway Security in New Jersey and New York. Sold for $14.99 plus $4 ship, and I actually still have that. And mailman came early today, so I didn't have time to get it out there. And yesterday he came super late, but today he came early. South Carolina Highway Patrol, $4.99. And then lastly, Salem, Massachusetts Police for $4.99. And I'm sure you've seen in the other lot I have another Salem to list. And I have the Salem Autism Awareness patch as well. On Salem usually goes for $3.99, but I put mine at $4 because of the lot it came in, overpriced. I paid $3 a piece on those, so I needed to list it a little higher to still make a buck. So, and I did make a buck. I made like $1.20 on it. So that is everything that's sold over the last week. I showed you some inventory stuff. Most of that is actually here, and I've started getting that listed. Like that FDNY stuff, that's what I'll be listing probably this week. See if I can stretch it into next week. And then when I have time, I will start listing the vacuum. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it, and the lights as well. So that is it. Actually not, or I'll add this little asterisk. With this, with those dumpster finds, I did find a bunch of tools in that as well. Most of those so far have worked, so I'm not sure if my brother's going to keep them or if I will end up selling those off as well. So there may be some more things to start listing. Things to list as well, other things other than patches. So now that is it, and I will see